If you want to build self-confidence, you would do well to listen to the words of Marcus Aurelius. He was the emperor of Rome from 161 to 180 AD and is considered as the last of the 5 good emperors. During his rule, Aurelius found the time to construct a series of autobiographical writings now known as the Meditations. The Meditations is regarded as one of the greatest works of philosophy, which is why in this video we'll be using some of his wisdom as a motivation to talk about 10 things we should do to build our self-confidence. Number 1. Focus on building your character. Marcus Aurelius says, "Consider at what price you sell your integrity, but please, for God's sake, don't sell it cheap." In the initial phases of our lives, our self-confidence is developed by the love and affection we get from our family members, but it only serves as a foundation on which our confidence can grow. We need additional skills to aid us in social situations where we may feel uncomfortable. People skills and a strong character are basic assets that we really need. Character refers specifically to the moral dimension of the self. Character development deals with developing your personal integrity and internal compass of acceptable behavior. The formation of character involves a continuous self-evaluation process in which individuals compare their description of themselves as they are, which is the real self, with their descriptions of themselves as they would like to become, which is their ideal self, and as they fear becoming their dreaded self. According to the Stoics, we should use every occasion, every challenge as a way to exercise our character to become a better human by constant application. We should seek to become kind, honest, and hard-working people. We should educate ourselves and learn to treat everyone with respect, because your character is the one thing that can never be taken away from you. A man can rise or fall just due to the virtues or faults of his character, and it's often this that leaves a legacy. Number 2. Practice self-acceptance. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, be content to seem what you really are. Self-acceptance is the cure for perfectionism and unhappiness. It's so easy to focus on your faults. Everyone can dwell on their insecurities instead of the things about themselves that they're happy with, and doing this can cause you to dislike yourself. You may also be too busy focusing on the others around you and not focusing on loving yourself. Some people don't want to be alone and fear to do things on their own. This can really hinder your journey to self-love, as you have to learn to be comfortable being with yourself. Self-love is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Being in love with yourself provides you with self-confidence, self-worth, and it will genuinely help you feel more positive. You may also find that it's easier for you to fall in love once you've learned to love yourself first. When you truly love yourself and you're happy, you should stop comparing yourself to others so much and should find yourself more confident, not worrying as much about what others think of you. Understand that you're a whole and complete person as you are. No one expects perfection from you. If you're overweight, your friends call you fat and you think less of yourself. Don't do that. Accept what is. Love yourself regardless. When you're ready, you can always get into eating more healthily and exercising more, like the ketogenic diet. You can do intermittent fasting with weightlifting and then see the amazing transformation after a couple of months. There are many ways to practice self-acceptance, but the most important of them is being honest and forgiving yourself. Reflecting on your mistakes can help you forgive and forget. If you can look back at some poor choices you may have made and forgive yourself, you can start to move on and forget about the past. Loving yourself despite any mistakes you made in the past is great for your self-worth. Self-love and self-acceptance is nothing but your choice. You may have many problems and there'll usually be solutions, but even without one, you are still you. Why not accept yourself the way you are instead of beating yourself up? Number 3. Focus on your thoughts. To quote Marcus Aurelius, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If you chronically feel down about yourself, it may not just be an issue of negative thoughts here or there, but instead it may be that your core beliefs about yourself are negative. Ideas like, "I'm unlovable" or "I'm a loser" might be at the bottom of most of the decisions you make, so that's where you need to start. Challenging such a fundamental idea can seem daunting. That concept has a really good lawyer in your head who's constantly presenting tons of evidence to prove his case that you're a loser. So make a list of all the proof you have in your mind that supports the argument that you're a loser. Now that you've presented and seem self-absorbed and even nervous. This is just terrible for your self-confidence. We should stay away from the conversations that concern with gossiping and passing judgments on people. To indulge in gossip and judge people who aren't present to defend themselves simply doesn't seem to be the virtuous thing to do. We should instead develop our listening skills and respond less to gossiping and passing judgments, and occasionally introduce a challenging topic that you feel might lead to a mutually beneficial conversation with your friends. Number 8. Remind yourself of death. Marcus Aurelius says, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." The Stoics made it routine to keep the prospect of death in mind, and you too can practice this every morning. There's a phrase within the Stoic philosophy called memento mori, which means remember that you will die. The point of this reminder isn't to be morbid or promote fear, but to inspire, motivate, and clarify. This morning routine will help you approach your daily life fearlessly and make you feel confident about doing things that really matter. Reminding yourself that every day has value and every day that passes is another day closer to your expiration date can provide the perspective and motivation necessary to help you prioritize your life in a way that reflects the kind of person you truly want to be. Number 9. Ignore the naysayers. As we learn from Marcus Aurelius, when another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there's no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. Naysayers are the people who criticize, object to, or oppose something. The naysayers just love to say nay. Whenever you step out of the norm and declare what you want, and that you're going to do whatever it takes to achieve it, you will attract naysayers. They might love you, but they're afraid of progress, so they're against everything, and their opinions are just terrible for your self-confidence. While you don't have self-control over what other people think or how they act around you, you do have control over how you react. Their voice does not deserve to be heard. Don't hand over your peace of mind to outsiders to disrupt it as they please. The truth is, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so if someone just has a history of being a naysayer, ignore them. Number 10. Have an evening confidence ritual. In our final quote from Marcus Aurelius, he tells us, "These are the characteristics of the rational soul: self-awareness, self-examination, and self-determination. It reaps its own harvest. It succeeds in its own purpose." Self-confidence is a positive feeling about yourself, your ideas, and your worth that enables you to take good care of yourself, stand on equal footing with others, and feel pride about yourself and how you live your life. Not all self-confidence is actually under your own control. In fact, about 50% of it is genetic. Fortunately, you've got the other 50% to work with. Here are 2 easy exercises you could do in the evening before going to bed for confidence building. Number 1. Keep a gratitude journal. Keeping a gratitude journal is a simple process. Every evening you should pick 3 to 5 things every day that you're thankful for and write them down. Gratitude doesn't have to be saved for the big things in life. The habit of being grateful starts with appreciating every good thing in life and recognizing that there's nothing too small for you to be thankful for. Appreciating the smallest of things in your life before going to bed will also give you a good reason to wake up and a confidence to face new challenges in life. Number 2. Have a daily success review. This is quite similar to your gratitude journal. Each evening during your success review, write down 1 to 3 successes of your day. Success doesn't necessarily mean major achievements, although if you have them, by all means be proud of them. But don't overlook the power of your everyday small wins. Some of your small wins could be about making good decisions or taking the time to exercise, helping someone, anything that makes you feel good. This will give you a huge boost to your self-confidence because by focusing on daily victories, you'll reinforce your constructive actions and thoughts, thus making it likely you'll have more small wins on subsequent days. If you like this video, please do make sure to check out our complete Stoicism playlist, and for more philosophical wisdom for modern day success, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.